A Treasure Valley basketball coach truly has something to be grateful for this Thanksgiving, his health.
And he is using his recent fight against cancer as inspiration to help others. Good morning, Idaho's Anna Silver is here with this story.
Steve, Jillian, no one is prepared to hear the news that a local high school basketball coach had to hear last spring, but he used his team, family, and community as motivation to overcome.
I just kind of went to bed every night thinking tomorrow will be a better day. Tomorrow will be a better day.
A Bishop Kelly graduate, Derek McCormick is now the varsity girls basketball coach at his alma mater. He already has one state championship and led his team to the championship game again this season. But after the season ended, Derek says something didn't feel quite right.
I just thought I was fatigued, which is not uncommon, you know. But finally, I couldn't shake it, so I went to one of the doc in the box type places.
Doctors had him get a string of tests, which included a blood test.
Like 4 hours later, they called me and told me I needed to come to the emergency room because I was anemic. And then about an hour after that, the ER doctor told me I had leukemia.
Derek says for him, the whole process was a whirlwind.
24 hours after that, I was doing 24-hour, 7 days of chemo.
He says when he first found out, he was shocked and angry.
You went from playing in a state championship basketball game to 3 weeks later, you're in a hospital bed. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to really explain it, to be honest. It's shocking. So.
Derek was in St. Luke's for 28 days, and after that, he did outpatient treatment. But his doctor told him the only way to have a better opportunity to survive would be to have a bone marrow transplant.
So then we started testing my family, and my brother was 100% match.
This summer, Derek moved to Seattle to get the transplant in July.
So they call that your new birth date because it's like they bring you down to zero, and then they pump you full of the stem cells.
Derek's goal was to get back to coaching this year, and that goal came true.
It keeps me motivated, and it also keeps my mind working versus just sitting there and thinking about, because when you're in that situation and there's really nothing you can do, all you think about is cancer.
Derek says he had lots of support from the community, and now he wants to give back. He says when he was in the hospital in Seattle, he had some time to think.
The hardest thing to see was the younger kids, you know, because they just want to be out playing, and you can tell, but they have good energy, and sometimes I feel like they didn't even know they were sick. You know, they're just running around like crazy, and then there's some other kids that, you know, they want to get out of the wheelchair and they want to move around, and it just makes you sad.
Derek says he knew he wanted to do something to help with pediatric cancer.
And I think it's important to, you know, teach the kids that I'm around that we can do things, whether it's through money or through time or whatever.
He has now decided to donate his coaching salary to Misty's Pediatric Oncology, and he just hopes his story will inspire others to help in any way they can as well. Also told me that one day he would like to start some kind of foundation to help children battling difficult cancers. He said having positive role models in his family inspired him to help others. To find out more about Misty, just head to this story on our website, 6onyourside.com. Reporting live in studio, Anna Silver. Good morning, Idaho.